Okay people, I want to take you really quickly through what I've got in the bag at the moment. Starting with putter. Nah, kidding. I will go through that at the end though, because I know a lot of people, I'm getting a lot of questions about it, so I will talk about it. We'll start with the one I use the least out of the 3 drivers. I've got Epic Speed. We've got a 5-degree head, knocked it down -2, so we've got 3 degrees. A thing I do with all my drivers is I take the weight out, obviously tape over because you're not allowed any holes in the club head and that. This shaft is called a Kinetics Velocity LD30 Plus, and it is the stiffest one I own, and it's probably just about extra stiff. So as you can see, it's fairly stiff. I've also recently just swapped all my drivers to these tall, I think they're tall leather, Tour Wrap, it says it there, Tour Wrap, the white Tour Wraps on all of my drivers. Up next, we'll go for the other Kinetics. So this is the same shaft as that, just slightly weaker. So this is more like a stiff. So the way we do it in long drive is we do it by CPM, which is basically, I'm no expert, but I think it's how many times the shaft flicks back or something. I don't know, you'll have to search up yourself. I'm not helpful there, but this head is the Paradigm long drive. Normal setting is 4.5. I've got this knocked down -2 as well, so 2.5. Weight out, and this is why I went to these grips, because I bought this shaft with this grip on, and I just thought it looks so good, the pink shaft, white grip. I thought I'll do it with all of them. Obviously I liked it as well, I like to hit with it. Up next, this is the one I want to use finishing off this season. Obviously 2 events left now. 4.5 -2 on everything, white grip, but this is a Kinetics Hypersonic, not a, what are these, Velocity I think. Yeah, so these are Velocity, this is Hypersonic, and so is this. This is basically, so when we're talking CPM, this is about 200 to 210 I think, so it's probably closer to a regular than it is a stiff. This shaft, however, I might just stick a head on it in a second and show you how bendy it actually is, but it is, I think, 190 CPM, and it's whippy. I might even get a little slow-mo as well, because honestly, I don't understand how, but it is whippy. I don't actually like it that much, but it's what I've set like my speed records with and stuff like that. This shaft is just a backup of the first one I showed you. It's still got, I tried out the Tour 25s for a bit, didn't like them, but it's still got it on there because I don't really use it. But that's the LD30 Plus as well, so that's an extra stiff. I have a plain driver. I've never ever hit it. It's a 915, so yeah, 9.5 degree. Don't hit it. This, however, I got offered a very good deal on it, and I thought, oh, go on then, I'll buy it. And oh my God, it is nice. It's the Paradigm, I think they're called Triple Diamond, 15-degree 3-wood, with just a standard, I don't know if it's, oh, it says here, extra stiff, and I hit it so good, I can't believe it, I absolutely love it. So yeah, if anyone's out there for a 3-wood, I recommend these Paradigms, they do feel good. I have a speed stick in the bag. Put a little blur over that because we're not sponsored yet. I don't use it too often. When I first started, I used it a lot more than I do now, but I'm just not that big a fan of it. I don't know whether it's just this speed stick, but I don't like the feel of swinging it, so it doesn't come out very often, but it does stay in the bag. Iron wise, I did have the very nice TaylorMade P7MBs custom fit about 2 years ago, but since I started long drive and practicing off mats, the impact on the mats was bending them in the hosel. The 6-iron of this is actually starting to go the same way. I don't know if you can quite tell looking down there, but it's bent kind of like backwards like that, and all of the TaylorMades did it massively, so they just became unusable. So I borrowed these off a good friend, Owen Cousins, shout out to you. I've always been a Vokeys player. They're getting a bit old now, I'm due an upgrade, but just can't afford that, spend too much money on drivers. Anyway, I know as much as people love seeing the drivers and that, I'm sure a lot of people are interested in this bad boy and what hand it is. So this is a a Select Newport 2, beautiful putter, but yeah, it is left-handed, and that is because, drum roll, I had the yips. So I think I was about 15, 16 when I changed. Had the yips so bad right-handed, like I was struggling to knock in like your simplest like foot putts and stuff like that. And one day, at the time, I was using the Nike, just a normal Nike blade putter, and I putted with like the back of it, like the thin edge, and I putted so good. So literally the day after that, I bought one of the what are they called, the Scotties, the Scotty Cameron Bullseye, but not a Scotty Cameron. It was like a John Letters one, like a cheap version. And for a while I putted right and left, and then like the yips never got better right-handed, and a left-handed friend of mine lent me a left-handed putter, which I used for a bit, and I thought, oh, this is nice. Like I putted really good. I was shooting good scores still at the time, and like winning the occasional like competition. And then I got a lot of friends at Titleist and stuff like that, so I tend to go towards Titleist whenever I get something, but obviously Scotty Cameron's the best putter you can get. So I've been putting now that I've had that 3 or 4 years, that Scotty Cameron left-handed one, and I do like it a lot. I'll quickly put a head on this and show you how whippy it is. Yeah, so what a lot of people think about long drivers is that we use like your xxxx-stiff, your 4x-stiff, and while I think there is maybe 1 or 2 now on tour that do, everyone's using stuff like this now. So if you look how bendy that is, this is like 190 CPM. I honestly think it's it's way whippier than a regular. It's so bendy. Like back in the day when Joe Miller and Jason Zuback, people like that were doing it, they was using 4X shafts, and also they were weighing about 75 grams. This is 50 grams as well, so I don't know if you can quite see that, but it is ridiculous. So yeah, that is, and people don't expect it. Every time they'll say 4X, and I'm like, no, we're using like whippy light shafts, and it's because they have kick points in them and they'll kick back. You want them to kick back at the ball. It depends on timing the swing well, but if you time it well, the club will actually kick back towards the ball and pick up club head speed, and obviously club head speed equals more ball speed, which equals more distance, which is what we want. So there you have it. That's what's in my bag overall. Oh, I didn't say what the irons are, but they're actually MD Super Strong, and apparently Sevi was sponsored by them, MD or something, but I'd never even heard of them, but I do quite like them. They feel nice. So until next time, like and subscribe.